There's just something timeless about the Oleku style, and today I'm going to be taking you on the behind the scene of how I made this Oleku. First thing we want to do is take out our iro. To get your iro, a yard is 36 inches and we're using 2 yards here because it's a medium size. So 36 inches in 2 places makes your 2 yards. If you're working with a bigger size, like an extra large, you could do 2.5 inches. Cut it out on the 2 ends. So I just gave it a notch. Then I cut that other parts out of it. Then after you do that, we're going to take the 2 yards now, which is this one left on the table, for our iro. Yeah. So the Oleku is short, not long. So that's why it's Oleku. That's the difference between Oleku and iro. Anyways, back to the basic. We are cutting out the iro, which is going to be short. And I did 21 inches here plus allowance, which is like 22 inches. At the end of the video, you're going to see why I added the allowance and why it is even this long, even though at the end of the day, by the time you're wrapping it, is like a mini wrap. Then on the other side too, I measured the 21 plus my inch allowance on it. Then I cut it all out and you get your 21 inches on both sides. Just so that I get the same inches on both ends, I'm going to use a ruler. And if you're a beginner also, use a ruler just to make sure that the 2 ends meet. Then after you cut it out, you put it aside and prepare for your blouse. Guys, ignore whatever chipped nails you're seeing. Just ignore it. Anyways, before we prepare for our blouse, we're going to make like an extra attached rope to the iro so that when you're tying it, it is firm. So we're going to, you see, like I did, depending on how deep you want it to be, because I want it deep. That's why it's that thick. So this is how we're going to hem the edges of our iro. You're folding it inside. If you are a beginner in sewing, you could just use this hemming gum or you can sew it like this. But here you have it. You see the ropes on the 2 sides that is going to help us sew it. And this is the dance of joy when I finish that. Now to our buba. Your measurements will be like from your shoulder there to where you want the sleeve to be, like so. That's why I use the mannequin to illustrate that, because I can't measure myself. So you're going to fold the fabric like this into 4 places. That's fold first down, then fold on the side. That's, you have 4 pieces. Then you're going to measure your bust. That's the biggest part of your upper body part, which is your bust. Mine is 36 divided by 4. Then I measured 9, and then I added 2 inches allowance because I want it free. Then plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Now I'm marking the neckline. The length of it is 3. Then the depth will be 4 inches because you want it to have easy wearing. It's not going to have a zipper or anything. So that is why it is 3 by 4. 3 is big and 4 is deep. So then you take your curve ruler and curve it and you cut it out. After you have that, when you open it up, there you have it. That's what the neckline is going to look like. Now we go to the sleeve part. So because the sleeve is not like very tight, it's not a tight fitted outfit, we're marking 10 inch on the sleeve. So 10 inch downwards on the sleeve. After that, I took my extra fabric and just get my sleeve from there. Then at the end of it, I'm just going to measure and make sure that it is accurate with what I measured from the beginning, which is my shoulder, half shoulder to my sleeve length. And it was accurate, so I left it. If not, I would have trimmed it off. Then when you combine that, you have this beautiful Oleku. Thanks for watching. Bye.